Oh, all right. This is the presentation so far. The bigger, like a major understanding of something complicated, and yet very simple. It looks like this whole place is like conceptual. The whole thing. It's like it gets put to the test a lot of stuff. And then at the beginning of this on Earth, on this planet, a great venture was started out, like the pyramids of Giza, like a great venture going out of time almost. Okay, but what creates the premise is things that came out of nowhere. The guy was talking about that alien that started everything, lit up everything, and left. Right. Okay. It's like a phantasm. He's like a god. That guy's like a god. God. The problem is this: phantasms do this stuff. They can come out of an electrical field like what space is, but space could just be a piece of paper initially too. For our knowledge, space could just be a sheet of paper, blank sheet of paper. The premise is, let's say there's space, and what to put in it. That's what they've done. They're intelligent, but the only problem is that they're also phantasms. They have a wicked property to them, a wicked side to them. As you know, phantasms are scary. As you know, phantasms can be good phantasms. That's why we have good and evil usually as the premise too. The problem is, what happened was, no one can understand anything because the concept is yet to be proven. Everything is yet to be proven. It always remains yet to be proven. Yet there's good and bad times that people have. People got pissed. There's good and bad times, like a Zeppelin song. There's good and bad times that people cherish. They can cherish that. They cherish that. The only problem is what happens though, is that's what they're after. That's what they're utilizing, the phantasms. And God too. There's God in the picture, God out of the picture, beyond the picture. There's the earth in the picture and out of the picture. Now think of that. There's nothing food, too, for the earth. She eats like stuff in space, right? She catches a lot of stuff. We could be in a sea. Believe it, it's a piece of paper. Now we could be in an ocean of what? Of food for the earth, and she eats all that. She eats phantasm food. Funny about that. The comedy is this. Think of more complicated things. It looks like when you can't get out of a picture that is incredibly heavy, it looks like, why? Because you could be intermediary into a picture, you could be out of the picture. It's about, right, the truth positioning or how you position in the picture, where your position is in the picture. Now, what that great venture is creating many places like these planets about it. Many planets about it. Many ventures about good and bad times and whatever else has been found, really. Now, that's the concept. It looks like you got these guys that are like these guys. It could be like a giant too. It could be phantasms can take on any shape. The scary thing is why we're always here, though. That's a scary premise. And where they come from is out of like an electrical field. They were generated, they were powerful. They just decided to create crap. They could have come from. Well, this is where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to a point here. Where do the phantasms come from? If the universe really is that there's no space, there's no anything, then it's about nothing. Like the theory of nothing. Oh, nothing phantasms. Okay, but. Interesting, isn't it? When you think about it long enough, the premise I think I'm going by still has come from out of nowhere. There could be things too. There could be existence, but not much. That's why they try to help things out.